everybody, and welcome to another episode of Throwback Thursday. I'm here with Jason.
How you doing, guys?
And he had the bright idea of bringing in some Necromunda. You guys have been talking about it for a while, and we're going to play a game of Necromunda between Van Saars.
Yeah.
And my Orlocks. So if you've never played Necromunda before, this is, again, one of my favorite games from the 90s. It seems like all of my favorite games come from the 90s. This one was written originally by the design studio that brought you 2nd edition 40K, and the rules are pretty much based on 2nd edition 40K. If you played the original edition, it came with some cool plastic bulkheads, lots of cardboard scenery that gave you lots of different levels, and it took place on Necromunda, which was an industrial planet that was covered in huge hive cities. And the hive cities were these like giant, like literally they would touch the stratosphere cities, and you were playing in the lowest levels of the hive, the underhive, which is basically there's this huge adamantium wall in between all the rich folks and all the po folks, and you're the poor folk because you basically belong to one of the big industrial houses on Necromunda. The industrial houses were the Orlocks, the Van Saars, the Delax, the Goliaths, the Escher, and I think the main leading house was Helmwar. And in an old version of Necromunda called Confrontation, you could actually play as the Helmwar, but that's who the Lord of the Spire is, and you didn't actually take part as those dudes. Oh, and Cawdor was the Cult of Redemption. They were the evil, like, sort of religious zealots that would burn everything down. So with those 6 gangs in mind, the 2 that came in the original starter set, you got Plastic Goliaths and Plastic Orlocks. You're actually going to see some Plastic Orlocks today because I have a couple of them in my gang. Jason over here is playing with nothing but metal Van Saars, either the original metal Van Saars and some conversions to give them some extra weapons and stuff like that. But that was the point of Necromunda, it was a gang warfare game in sort of the veins of like Mad Max, where you guys would earn experience. If you watch my Mordheim games, they're pretty similar to that. We're going to get injured, we're going to get experience, our guys are going to get better, and little stories are going to take place as we play. We play with a handful of models. I think my Warband has 14 guys in it. Yours has what, like 10 or 12?
10.
But it's basically a 40K version of skirmish games like Mordheim. So I hope you enjoy it. So we will go through and teach you the basic differences. So if you play the 40K of today, some things are gonna look pretty weird to you. Shooting, lots of modifiers, as there were back in 2nd edition 40K. Lots and lots of weird differences in hand-to-hand. It has the most unique hand-to-hand system of any GW game. Its hand-to-hand system is closest to the Lord of the Rings hand-to-hand system. But that's the way 2nd edition 40K works. But I'll walk through it as we do it. And then there's weird rules from around pinning and injuries and stuff like that too. So we are going to take a look at the warbands, take a look at the table, the mission we're playing, and we'll get started. All right, so here we have the Van Saars. Across the side, we have a leader with a melt-a-gun. We have 2 heavies, one with a flamer and one with a plasma gun and a las pistol. Believe it or not, las pistols are amazing in this game. Then we got gangers. We have one with a shotgun, an auto gun, and a las pistol, a las gun, another las gun, which are again amazing in this game, and then 2 juvies, and the juvies are just kids. So they start off not very good, but these ones are armed with double pistols. We have one with a stub pistol and an auto pistol, and with a las pistol and a stub pistol. So armed to the teeth. I think he's hoping to get some early gunfighter when he rolls, so they can fire 2 guns at the same time. Now he also has a pool of extras. You can only have 2 heavies at a time, but he has an extra heavy with a heavy stubber here, a couple extra juvies, because you can actually find them. They can wander into your gang. And another leader model, armed for hand-to-hand with a plasma pistol and a chainsword. So here are my Perry Orlocks. Now I went to a lot of expense to collect every original Perry Orlock miniature. I have the resculpts as well from the newer edition, but I didn't like them as much, and I wanted to have all the original models. So that's my leader. He's got an axe and a bolter. I have 2 heavies, one with a flamer and with a heavy stubber. Pair of juvies, one with a las pistol and a knife, the other one with an auto pistol and a knife. And then I have 8 gangers. I have 3 with las guns, one's got a pick. I have 2 with swords and pistols. One's got an auto pistol, one's got a stub pistol. And I have 2 dudes with shotguns. Now these guys right here, him and him, these are the plastic miniatures that came in the original Necromunda box sets. Just painted up nice and purty. And then I have my pool of extra dudes. I have some extra juvies here. I have another leader with a melta gun and a las pistol. Another heavy with a heavy bolter. And then some extra gangers. 3 with auto guns. One's also got a stub pistol. And then my scum posse. These are the 3 scummers you can hire. They're basically they're not part of your warband. They're sort of random experienced guys that you can hire on with weird equipment. We have Nathan Explosion. We have Pickles. Tubbs, that's Murderface McMurderface. And over here we have Svengar, but he's got his hair all shaved off. And then finally there's my bounty hunter, Bubba. And he's the one of the original Perry bounty hunters too. That was part of the original Necromunda line. So there it is, my Necromunda collection. These are all out of my warband right now. It's just these guys I've hired, but I could hire them in later on. And here is our table set up for Necromunda. Now this is also going to be Nickel City. So in the future, when you guys are watching my Fallout battle reports, this is going to be the ruins of Buffalo. Not far off from what Buffalo looks like today. I'm just kidding. It actually doesn't look like this. Not that bad. But we're going to be using it for Necromunda, taking it on a pilot. And we will use it as sort of our post-apocalyptic 40k terrain. So the thing with games of Necromunda is you want to have a fairly dense urban environment. Now this is a little more exterior, but you can imagine this is in some huge dome in Necromunda. The shanties all have their roofs come off and have interiors. The buildings as well all have their roofs come off and have interiors, so you can hide inside and generally sort of like get inside terrain quite a bit. So it's not traditional Necromunda scenery, but it's going to do for this game. And we will roll for a gang fight. I'm going to go through the mission. It's worth noting we are playing classic Necromunda. We are not playing the 2003 rewrite. We are playing the original Sustained Fire Dice edition of Necromunda. Now, we don't have Sustained Fire Dice because they don't make them anymore, and I don't know where mine are. But they're really easy to use. Basically, roll a d6. If you roll a 1, you jam. If you roll a 2 or 3, you roll a 1. If you roll a 4 or 5, you roll a 2. If you roll a 6, you roll a 3 for how many shots you get. Now, 1s obviously are bad. And that can cause things to happen, like your gun jams, and you have to clear your jam before you can actually shoot again after you get that round of shooting. So, as we prepare, you can see our roster sheets here. We have some different things from Mordheim. We have our general sort of like stats, as you would. Then you also have territories. Now, each of our gangs control different territories. Mine controls a spore cave, where they go to get hallucinogenic mushrooms. Some old ruins that they like pick through for scraps. A gilder contact, so they have like a corrupt fence that fences all their stolen goods. A gambling den, where they basically take a cut of the proceeds. And a settlement that pays them some kind of tax, and which can randomly have juvies join my warband every turn when I go to work it. So between games, instead of exploring like you do in Mordheim, you go and you basically work your territories for money. And that's how you earn money. You can also steal territories off your opponents. So if you win a game, you can potentially like take some of their gangland. So what we're going to be doing, we already rolled on the table for scenarios for starting the game, and we rolled a 7. And that means that you get to pick, actually, Jason, what you're going to, or you have the lower warband rating, so you're going to pick which scenario you play. And you said we're going to play gang fight, which is the basic scenario. Well, that's a good one to learn on. So gang fight, basically you set up your gang 8 inches from the table edge, roll a d6, the high player goes first, and there's no other basic objective other than kill the opponent's gang and make them bottle. Now, a bottle test is if you take 25% of your gang in one turn in casualties, you have to make a leadership test based on the highest leadership of your gang, or you disappear, and there's bonus experience and stuff for killing guys, surviving, and for every time you wound someone. Now, if the winning gang takes at least 3 enemy models out of action and inflicts 3 times as many casualties as the other person, they can take over territory. So this is the one where you can actually take a slice of the pie when it's all over. So we'll roll right now for table edges. The orange dice will be Jason's. He gets a 6, so you can choose table edge and deploy your gang within 8 inches. You like the high ground? Yeah. All right, so he's taking the side he's on. Here we are deployed for gang fight. We have a juvie with another juvie. Operation Young Kids Go Take the Flank is in effect. We have the heavy stubber up on the roof, ready to go those guys out in the open. Then we have lasgun guy with a club. We have shotgun, melee guy, and my leader. We have my other melee guy, shotgun guy, and the heavy flamer heavy, and then 2 lasguns hanging up in this building just in case somebody tries to get any ideas about going around the corner. Then across from us, the Van Saars, leader and shotgun guy in these ruins. The juvie with the flamer heavy and the other juvie. Operation Teach the Kids How to Burn Things. Autogun guy. And there's 3 guys mysteriously missing because someone has vents. Now the thing with vents is at the end of his first turn, he can place models anywhere on the table above ground level, at least 8 inches away from me. So it's basically an ambush ability that your territories give you, which means I'm assuming this building is going to be full of guys with las guns in a minute, which is, again, a good reason why my heavy stubber is over here watching that. So we are ready and deployed. We are going to dice for first turn and see who goes first. Yeah! I'm going first. All right, the juvie number 1 is going to run. He's going to run 8 inches over to here. Not that I don't think he's going to get gunned down by guys in a building, but that's life. He's going to run. Now they can just clear this because it's less than an inch tall. And go over here. Stubber's going to stay where he is. He's quite happy. This guy with the club is going to run. He's going to run 6. And he's going to go 2 more and go hug this train. Be like, what's up, y'all? Shotgun guy is going to go 6. And then 2 more up to this corner. Melee guy is going to run right behind the wall because all he's got right now is a 12-inch leader. Everyone loves the leader. He's actually going to take cover behind this wall too, just to be smart. See, last gun guys are going to stay where they are, but the other sort of assault team is going to move up behind this wall. So that's 6, and then 2 more will take me to this corner. And the flamer guy, again, he'll just run up behind the wall, because all he has until he gets up close is harsh language. And ditto with the other melee guy up behind this wall. And that's my turn for movement. So my heavy stubber is within 40 inches of that guy with the flamer, and he's in the open, so I'm going to shoot him. Now, there's no range modifiers. Every weapon in this game literally has different modifiers. None of the heavy weapons have any modifiers at all. They are literally all 0 modifier. Now, there is modifiers for cover, but he's staying in the open. So this thing does sustain fire, which means you roll to hit once. If I hit, then I have to roll additional dice to see how many hits I get. If I miss, then I just miss. So on a 4+, I'm going to hit. Other guns with any kind of target are these las guns. They only shoot 24 inches, so that is no kind of range. And that means we go over to turn 1 Vansar. So movement phase.
So I'm going to do some running.
Running into the buildings. Now you can just ignore again. There's no such thing as difficult terrain. You ignore anything that's less than an inch high. 8 inches to run. Get up and behind the buildings.
Where we go?
That GB moving over there. This GB hanging out with his buddy so they can escape pinning. These last 2 gangers and the leader running up behind the wall. There's one more.
Whoa.
Everybody running. There is no shooting, but at the end of the first turn, he can now place guys from vents if he'd like to. They have to be 8 inches away from me and above ground level. So as I suspected, this building has now become home to a las gun and another las gun, and then back behind here to a plasma gun heavy. It's my turn too. I don't have any charges, but we are going to make some moves. This fella is going to get himself 4 inches up to this wall, like so. He's going to move 4 inches up to here. Actually, he's going to run. He's going to run 8. Yeah, he's going to run up to this window. Shoddy McShatterson's going to go over here and run along this wall just to hide behind here. The Swordy McSwordson is going to go 2, and then 4, and then 6, and then 8 in behind him as well. And just hide behind that wall. This flamethrower is, it's like the dance of the flamethrowers. There's 2 flamethrowers coming towards each other. 4 and 4. He's going to hide behind this wall. And just be ready for action. Shotgun's going to move. He's going to move over to here.
There is Overwatch.
Right, so these 2 guys are going to go on Overwatch because literally they have nothing better to do. So he's going to hang out, and he's going to hang out. We're using some Malifaux tokens here for that. He's just going to hang out here and be happy in cover. And then Bossman and the other melee guy are going to hang out behind this wall. Alright, so shooting phase. This guy over here with the Juby ran. This Juby, though, is going to shoot this guy with the las gun. He's within 8, so that means he gets +2 to hit. He's -1 though, because you are in cover. So it's going to mean a 4+ with the laser, or with the auto pistol. Crank him. Gets him. 3 against toughness 3, so a 4 to wound. Doesn't make an ammo roll now, because I rolled a 6 to hit. Now, your guns can actually run out of ammo in this game. The 6 to hit represents the fact that you use so much of your ammunition during shooting that you eventually run out. Now, an auto pistol has a 4+ ammo roll. Let's see if I still keep going with it. I do! So it's not out of bullets yet, but I had to test. He's fired. Now we are going to do the heavy. Heavy's going to dial up some shots on this guy in cover. Let's see how many. I'm a 5+, because you're in cover. I'm going to hit. I'm going to miss. So this fella's las gun is within 12, which means I will hit on a 3, but 4 because you're in cover. That's going to hit. 3 against 3 toughness, so force to wound. It's going to wound! Alright. So now, unlike Mordheim, you need to roll another 6 to take a guy to action. On a 1, it's just a flesh wound, he's okay. On a 2 to 5, he's down. And down models have to crawl around and basically just be unhappy. 4. He's going to have to roll every recovery phase in that same table to see if he goes out of action or not. It represents him crawling around, bleeding, patching himself up, whatever. And he's going to earn 5 experience for causing a wounding hit. Mr. Shotgun was going to shoot him. I guess Mr. Shotgun's going to try and shoot this guy up here now. He's Scatter Shot, which allows him to ignore the cover penalty, but he's -1 to hit all the time over 4 inches. So he's going to shoot him on a 5-6. He's at long range. Nope. He's going to shoot this las gun guy up here in cover, so he needs a 5-6 to hit. Cranks him!
Damn it.
Okay, so it gets 2 sustained fire dice. So on a 1, I jam and I lose all my shots. On a 2, 3, I get 1 hit. On a 4, 5, I get 2 hits. And on a 6, I get 3 hits. Let's see what I get. 2 sustained fire dice. So that's 2, and 1 is 3 hits total. Strength 4, so 3 is to wound. 2 wounds. And then let's see what happens. Do I take you out of action? Nope, you're just knocked down again. So you are down. Turn to Orlock. We've downed 2 guys. They might bleed out, but they can still crawl around 2 inches. And that's about all. So it is now over to the Van Saars. Movement phase. So he's got a target already in the building over there. Juvie's going to run up behind him. There's a Van Saar hiding in that window. Oh, he's going to get some... He's already in cover. Crawling 2 inches. Get out of here. So he's going to move 2 inches. And he's going to move 2 inches back. Just try and get a line of sight. Plasma gun's coming out. Now the plasma gun in this game has 2 energy settings. One is like the normal energy setting where it has to make ammo rolls and it rolls a sustained fire dice when it shoots me, which is amazing. And you can fire it on low energy at will, in which case it's strength 5, but doesn't use a sustained fire dice. Flame is going to flame. Vault in the truck. I'm going to flame you so bad. And here comes the boss. Not coming around Murder Corner because these guys can't see past that building. So they're not coming around the corner where I can see them. They're coming around the other corner instead. Wisely. There's a flamer in this team. There's a flamer. That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. And then this fella right here going on Overwatch the Meltagun, hanging around the corner. And Meltaguns have some significant range in this edition of the game. There's actually like an 18-inch range on Meltagun. Still a 12-inch range, but does D6 wounds per hit, which is pretty amazing. Looks like movement's over. Where are we shooting first?
I'm gonna start with this auto gun in here. Okay. Shoot at this Juve.
No, my Juvie! No! So 5, he's in cover. Nope. Who's he shooting at? My guy in the open?
No, you're
My heavy? Oh, you're high energy.
No, you know what? High energy, because it's gonna be fun.
Oh! Cranks me. All right, so it's a sustained fire dice. Do not jam. Oh! So it automatically loses, and you have to make an ammo roll to see if you keep your ammo. Ammo roll is... This is the ammo roll. Other shots? I think you don't have any. I think you just gotta get an Overwatch.
I got nothing within...
Alright, so recovery phase. See what happens to these guys. On a 6, they go to action. On a 1, they get back up with a flesh wound. 2, they keep crawling. This one. 6, did action. Bam! Blood it up. One guy's still trying to patch himself out. And we're over to the Orlocks. Charges. This guy's going to creep up 4 inches around the corner here. Like so. This Juvie is going to run 8 inches behind this wall. Like so. This Juvie is going to move and actually run over to here. Like so. Shotgun fella is going to move into this little hole. You can see the flame. The shotgun guy is going to come out 2 and then 2 more to here. And be like, what's up, y'all? My melee guy is going to come out 2 and 2 more over to here. This auto pistol. And my flamer guy is actually just going to hang up behind the wall again. And bide his time. My leader is going to come out 2 and then 2 more over to here. Actually, he's just going to walk around this wall. And take aim at that guy in the window. And this melee fellow is going to run 6 and then 2 more up behind his front with the shotgun. Phase, these guys are going to remain on Overwatch. Staba! Avi Staba. He's going to shoot this guy with the plasma gun. See if I hit you? Need a 5. Get it! 2 dice sustained fire. Let's see what happens. Don't jam! Doesn't jam. Gets 2, 3 hits. 4, so 3's the wound. 3 wounds. I need a 6 to get action. Nope! You're bleeding all over the place, though. The last gun is going to take a shot into the guy in the window. 5 because it's long range and cover. So there's no penalty for long range. I'm at 0 at long range, but cover is -1, so 5 will hit. 4 to wound. Wounds him. See what happens. 4, he's just downed. My shotgun guy down here, he's going to use the ignore cover shell again against the flamer guy. He is over 4 inches though, so that's long range, which means -1 to hit. So ignoring the cover, but -1 hit for long range, hitting on a 5. Nope. Leaders out of targets because those guys are downed. We're going to do this fella, and he's going to take a shot into your shotgun guy. The shotgun surgeon, he's within 4. So he's +1 to hit. He's going to use the ignore cover shell again. So hitting on a 3. Cranks you. Needs a 4 to wound. Doesn't wound. Because he took a hit but did not get wounded, he'll have to make a pinning test to see if he can actually do anything. Last but not least, within 8 inches. So my auto pistol guy's going to open up. He's +2 to hit with an auto pistol. Inside 8, but -1 for cover. 3 is empty the clip. Misses. That is my turn. You've only lost 1 guy, so it's not a bottle test yet. And you'll need to test for some pinning. So movement phase. He needs to make an initiative test on initiative 3 to be not pinned. He's good. He rolls under it. So he can act this turn. Alright, movement phase. We have the shotgun surgery taking place over here.
He's close enough. You can't shoot through guys, can you?
Nope, but I think he can see. He should be fine. He can see my base. Charge me, do it! Give it the juvie. 8 inches, you're good.
Oh yeah.
Get him!
Charge.
There is no such thing as stand and shoot or any kind of snap firing in this game, so I just take it because I'm not on Overwatch.
Oh, but those guys are definitely on Overwatch up there.
They sure are, but I couldn't see you until you hit me, so there's no shooting him. We're guy moving up with the perfect lined up shot because I didn't get him. It's the lone juvie over here, moving around. That's it. I'm gonna get you all! I'm gonna get you! 2 inches, get a line of sight, crawl out of the way. He's got no line of sight. Leader?
Leader! Leader! Leader!
No, leader.
He's gonna run around to here.
Break his Overwatch.
This guy's gonna move a little forward up. You can shoot that guy. Leader will stay in there. Perfect. Alright, I'm gonna shoot this juve into this juve with an auto pistol.
Okay, is he an 8?
Let's check that out.
That would be good.
He is within 8 by the looks of it.
+2, so he's hitting on 3s, -1 for cover, so 4s. Cranks him. So he is hit and forced wound. Doesn't. That'll be a pin test. He has nobody within 2 inches of him, so he's just gonna auto fail it. So I'm just gonna mark that he's pinned. So shotgun surgery on my ganger. What are you shooting with? Solid or ignore cover? I'm not in cover.
So I'm gonna shoot solid.
Okay, so -1 to hit because you're over 4 inches, so 5s. One miss. Auto gun, so he's gonna be +1 because I believe you're within 12. 3 with the ganger. Hits, forced wound. Wounds him. See if he's out of action. 6 again. Nope, he's just down. And that ganger gets some experience. So now the flamer over here on the heavy is going to shoot through into these 2 guys, and it's just going to auto hit both. We're not going to try and fit the template in there. It'll definitely get both of them. It's strength 4. So 3's 2 in the front guy with the shotgun. Wounds him. He's just flush wounded though, so he stays up, but he's pinned, maybe. And the other one, 3's. Doesn't wound. Okay, now I think they're both on fire though. Because neither of these guys died, we have to see if they catch fire. On a 1 to 3, the front guy with the shotgun doesn't catch fire. On a 4 to 6, he does. He's on fire now. And the guy behind him, not on fire. Okay, so what's gonna happen is at the start of every single turn, I roll a dice. And if I roll a 1 to 5, I take another strength 4 hit and I keep burning. If I roll a 6, it goes out. And using a handy Malifaux counter to mark that I'm burning. Ammo roll though, every time you fire a flamer on a 4+, you keep going. Nope, it's out of ammo. The lad's pistol now. Okay, so now we're going to close combat. Now I am armed with nothing but a knife. So I just get to roll my 1 attack dice. Now the way the close combat works is you roll a dice for every attack you have, and you pick the highest one. Now, then you add your weapon skill, and your difference between your 2 scores, my score and his score, is the number of hits you do to your opponent. Additional modifiers, for every 1 your opponent rolls when they roll a dice, you get +1. For every 6 that you roll, you get +1. You get +1 for charging, because you did. If you're higher up, then you get +1. If you're encumbered, like carrying a heavy weapon, you get -1. And if you're behind an obstacle, if your enemy's behind an obstacle, you get -1. So we're gonna throw some attack dice. I have 1, you have 2. So I'm gonna get a 2, your highest dice is a 3. So you have a weapon skill of 2, which gives you a 5. You charged for 6, and that's it. I have a 2, plus my weapon skill of 3 is a 5. So my total score is a 5 to 6. You do 1 hit to me with the weapon you chose. And you rolled a 1. I forgot, that's a fumble, so that actually puts me up to 6. So we're tied at 6, and combat resolves in no hit. Well, don't send a kid to do a man's work, apparently. So we're moving on to Orlock turn. Where am I going to go, and what am I going to do? Well, first of all, let's see if the start of my turn if I keep burning or not. So roll a dice. On a 6, I go out. On a 1 to 5, I keep burning. Keep burning. 3+, you wound me. I'm wounded. See what happens. I'm down. Forgot your recovery phase too, yeah. So roll for this guy. On a 6, he's in action. Oh, he's dead. All over there, inside the ruins. He recovers to a flush wound, so he's -1 weapon skill and ballistics go for the rest of the game. So he's still burning and downed. You had nobody else at action, so that's the end of recovery phase. We're on to my burning, so that's now resolved. And charges, right. 2, he's still down. All right, he's just gonna crawl, stagger, stagger. And then we're gonna go peekaboo! Here comes the Flamer Man. What's up, y'all? Mr. Bolter, the leader, is gonna move over here behind this wall and hang out and be able to see some dudes. Gonna shift up and be able to see some dudes. This juvie is going to go over to this corner like this and be able to see some dudes. You don't want to stand up. Actually jump over this rubble, I forgot, without having to make any kind of test. I'm just gonna move over there, it's easier. Automatically pinned, so he's not going anywhere and he's not shooting this turn because he has no friend within 2. Man's just gonna crawl around over here. And then Mr. Stud Pistol is gonna move into the cover. Overwatch again, because these 2 last guys are not doing anything this turn. Time for some more murder. We're gonna shoot the juvie in the window over there. It's on a 5. So apparently all this guy does is roll 5s. Nope, rolls a 6 though. It's an ammo roll at the end of the turn. Let's dial up some shots, see how many I get. No jams. I jam. Now it's a jammed ammo roll, same thing. On a 4+ I keep up with the ammo. Nope, I'm out of ammo. Stop out of ammo. He's gonna flame, and we're gonna place a template. It's 8 inches long. Let's get all 3 of these guys. The front guy with the shotgun on a 3, he's wounded. Nope. Is he on fire on a 4+? Yup. Guy, let's see if he gets wounded on a 3+. Does. On a 6, he's out of action. Nope. He's downed, but he's also, is he burning? Yeah, he's so burning. The leader on a 3. Not burning, or sorry, not wounded. Is he burning? He roll for my flamer, 4+. Nope, it's out of ammo too. So the flamers are both empty. And he got 1 experience for that, for the one guy that he did the wound to that's now downed, but the other 2 didn't get wounded, and if the fire kills him, he'll get nothing. This las gun is going to go into that juvie, hitting on a 5 for range, sorry, for cover rather. It's gonna hit, it's an ammo roll though, and this is why you take las guns, because they have a 2+ ammo check. So it's a 4 to wound him. Doesn't wound him, but he's gonna have to make a pin test, and my ammo check. Here with his bolter into your heavy. +1 to hit, I hit on a 2. Weapon skill 4, or plus skill 4. It's gonna hit because you're in the open, and I'm +1 for range. Then it is strength 4, so a 3's to wound. Doesn't wound, but you are now potentially pinned. The stub pistol there underneath. He's going to be at no modifier for range because it has no good range, and it's a dum-dum. So if it rolls a 6 and has to make an ammo roll, it might explode. So I need a 4 to hit. He's in the open. All right, this ganger is gonna beat up on this juvie he's in close combat with. So he's got 1 attack. You still have 2. Ooh, so you got a critical hit, which is going to give you an 8, 9 to my 5, which means you do 4 damage points to me, or 4 attempts to wound. So 4 attempts, strength 3, because you use whatever weapon you want, 2 wounds, and then am I at action? Automatically, I think it's close combat. 2 ones, you got a downed and a whatever, so I'm now completely out of action. Here's gone. So he gets to make a follow-up move here and engage another model in hand-to-hand, and I'll get to fight during he'll get to fight during his turn. Although you could just not do that and then charge and count as charging, which would be better probably. Follow up 2 inches, he doesn't really have to, but he can just move into the open, and that way he can charge me during his round. Free phase, I'm gonna see what this guy does. On a 1, he gets up. Nope, still burning, still crawling around. And then my close combat ganger over here, on a 1, he gets up. Nope, still crawling around. More than 25% of his gang out of action or down or now currently on fire. You'll need to make a bottle test on a leadership of 8 for your ganger. For fire, shotgun guy, and a 6 it goes out. Nope, 3+ he gets wounded. Yep, and he's downed. And then downed guy on a 3+. He's wounded. He's out of action. Leader guy, does it go out? That's you. Nope, 3+. He's wounded. And the guy in the middle there actually got downed by the flamer, which means he didn't need to make a burning test. So he was not burning at the start of this turn, so he's actually still on the table. But the other 2 did have their fires not be extinguished and went in action. Flamer guy's automatically pinned because he doesn't have a friend within 2.
He's got a friend within 2. So I'm gonna make my initiative test.
You're good. You'll be in the ganger over there now. Great. Phase. Lasgun guy's just gonna, or say auto gun guy's just gonna duck out. You guys can crawl 2 inches, just get behind some cover. And I assume he's gonna charge my flamer.
Charge.
Get him, Baldy! He's coming out the window. He's gonna get some crime on the youth of America over here. And he's in time. Who's shooting first? That ganger.
Auto
Shoot my
gun.
poor guy. So he's a +1 because he's within 12. And -1 for cover. That's gonna hit. And then you need a 4 to wound. Not gonna wound, but I'm pinned. And who's next? Nobody?
That's all I got left.
Over here, you charged. I am a juvie with a knife and a pistol, so I have 2 attacks. Ooh, so you get charged, so you have 6. Critical for 7. Charged for 8. Plus your ballistic, or sorry, your weapon skill of 2 gives you 10. I have a 4 and 5. Sorry, 5, 6 because of my weapon skill. So that's a difference of 4. So 4 hits on me with whatever you like. 4s. Hits me, wounds me once. So I am, unless you roll a 1, I'm automatically out of action. I'm good. Juvie, he is out. My heavy's only got, I think he's got a pistol actually and a knife, but he's, no, not carrying heavy weapons, so he's not encumbered. So 2 attacks. Ooh, so you get a 5. Charged for 6.
7, 8.
7, 8 for your weapon skill. I get a 3, 8 because of my weapon skill.
So a draw.
Start a turn. Let's see what happens to Burning Man. On a 6 it goes out. Nope. I'm wounded. See, I'm out of action. Nope, I'm flesh wounded. Which means I don't think I recover because I'm already downed. He's going to move and hide just in case someone takes a shot at him. He's going to stay where he is. The leader's going to stay. He's going to move 4 actually. No, the leader's going to charge your heavy. He's just pinned, so he actually stands up. He's not downed.
Yeah.
Well, they're just going to charge him. Blam. And then my ganger over here is going to charge him too.
Blam. +1.
That's right, I get my gang up. All of the murder victims are just going to keep crawling over here. It's just a pile of bodies crawling around. Overwatch having like a conversation and smoking. Pin, so he has to forfeit his turn. So let's do some shooting. Las gun into that ganger again. So long range and cover means I'm going to be hitting on a 5. Miss. Close combat. So I charged. I have 2 piles of dice here. You can roll for your heavy. I assume you have a knife and a pistol. So you have 2 attacks.
Yeah.
So go ahead and roll yours. I'll roll mine in 2 piles. So double 3s.
Solid 3.
I'm going to have my leader, who's got a club and a pistol. He's going to get a 5 and a 2. And then my sword guy. I'm not going to make you reroll. I can actually parry these with my guy with a sword. I'm not going to bother, though, because I think you just roll higher. He's going to roll and get, a fumble. So you're going to get +1 from that and a 5. So your total score, and I'm going to get a gang up bonus too. So we did that slightly wrong. This gets removed because he's not actually fighting this. You do them one at a time, and then each subsequent one, the guys get bonus attacks and bonuses to hit. So this is the first attack. It's going to be my leader against your ganger. So you have a total score of 6. 3 plus your weapon skill of 3. I have a 5. Goes to 9. 10 because I charged. So total of 4 hits on you. Axes and clubs are +1 strength, which makes me strength 4. So 4 hits me at 3s. They're all gonna wound. Don't roll 4 1s. You're out of action. Here, Baldy the Crippler fighting your Juvie. He's got 2 attacks. You've got 2 attacks. I get a 6 and a 6. Okay, so we both get 6s. So we'll just cancel those out. I have a total of 9 with my weapon skill of 3. You have a total of 8 with your weapon skill of 2. So I'm gonna win by 1. Crits cancel each other out. So strength 3, I need 3 to wound. Nothing. Or sorry, 4 to wound. Nothing. Over to you. I believe that is a bottle test still, because over a quarter of your gang is down. Or you can just voluntarily bottle and call it
I'm going to voluntarily bottle so that I might have some of them left to play the next game.
So now the injury rolls won't have to be done for all these guys that are still on the table. We'll check the end game phase, and we'll do that right now. Roll for each guy individually. On a 1 to 3, they're good. On a 4 to 6, they go to action, and they can't roll on the injury table. So he's going to have to roll on the injury table. The leader man...
Come on!
Injury table. And the shotgun man, 1 to 3, he's good. So he goes into the living shotgun guy. He's going to go into the injury table. This guy was just pinned, so he's still up. And my melee guy, he's going to have to go in the injury table too. Like Mordheim, there's a serious injury table, and you're going to roll a 10s, which will be my red dice, and then a number. If you roll a 1 in the red dice, your guy's dead. So shotgun guy number 1, he lives with a 35. That's going to be a old battle wound. I have to roll for him every game to see if he shows. With the las pistols, gonna roll a... He's dead. Guy, 34. Another old battle wound. Both my shotgun guys are getting creaky. My melee ganger, let's see what he gets. 64. He's got horrible scars. He now causes fear. So injury rolls for the Van Saars. Pick a guy. Do your leader first. See what happens. Don't roll a 1.
Black first.
62. Captured. Uh-oh. I guess our next mission's gonna be rescue. Your autogun guy. He's gonna get a... Oh, back. 25. That's gonna be head wounds. Uh-oh. So on a 1 to 3, he's stupid. On a 4 to 6, he's frenzied every game. No, it's every game. It's different every game. He's just crazy, man. He's got a metal plate in his head now. Head wound. What's he got? 23, that's going to be a leg wound, -1 movement. We've got the lasgun number 1.
Black.
35, that's going to be an old battle wound. Number 2. 54, full recovery. Next up is going to be experience. Now, the difference in our Warband ratings was more than 50, so you're going to get +1 to all your experience rolls no matter what. Because you get the giant killer bonus. You're the underdog in this mission. Now, I, on the other hand, do not. I get 10 automatically for my leader, just for winning the game. He gets +5 because he got the 1 wound that he got when he took your heavy out of action, and he gets D6 for surviving, which is 4 more, so he's getting 19. Stubber got 2 wounds for +10, plus D6 for surviving. So 11 total. That's going to put him at 74, which is not quite enough for an upgrade. My Flamer guy, plus D6, is a total of 8, which puts him at 72. On to regular gangers. Now, they all have to roll, they have to get over 31, basically, to get up to another level. So this guy at 24, he's going to get to 25. Appropriate, because that's the lasgun guy that just stood in a building and, like, smoked cigarettes the entire game. The other lasgun guy, he's going to get up to 27. The guy that helped out the captain, he needs to roll 7 here to get anything. He rolls a 5, which puts him at 29. Plastic guy with the stub gun on a 6, he'll actually get an advance. Yes, he gets a shotgun guy. He gets to 27. Second shotgun guy, if he gets a 6, he gets an advance. Nope, he gets the 30. The guy with the pick and the lasgun got 2 kills, so he's just going to get an advance. Plus, if he gets another 5, he'll get a second one. Nope. So he's going to get a total of 12, putting him at 38. One Juvie that lived, on a 6 he gets an advance. No, on a 2 he gets nothing. Advances after you do all your experience. So who's alive to get experience points?
Oh, everybody gets experience.
Okay, sweet. Nobody died. Start with your leader. He's going to get D6 plus 1, plus any wounds he got. So 4. Puts him at 66, which is nothing.
66 is nothing. Heavy with the plasma gun got nothing.
D6 plus 1, so 4. Puts him at 65. If you get a 5 here, or a 4 or better, you're going to get an experience point with him. Nope.
2, 7.
Sorry, you need to get to 80 to get an advance with those guys. So that'll give you a total of 3 more. 23 is not quite an advance, he's 81. The next guy, 24, if you get a 6 here, you get an advance. Nope. Kill, so he's going to get D6 plus 6, which is a total of 8, which is still not quite an advance, it's only 30. 25, this guy needs a 5 plus, he gets an advance, that's 6 total, which puts him at 31. Next one's at 22 plus 7 is 29. 26, this guy should get a level on a 4 plus. He does. 7 more is 30. The Juvies are both going to level automatically just with their kills. So D6
and
plus
they
1.
each got a wound.
Yeah. So that's going to be plus 5, so 10 total. If you get an 11, if you get a 6 here with both of them, you get 2 levels. The second one, no. So that's going to be 10 for the first one, and then that will be 9. Dude with the knife, sword, and dum-dums, the plastic guy, let's see what he gets. He's going to get 5, which is a characteristic increase. Strength and attacks. Oh, 1 to 3, 1 to 3. Yeah, he's strength 4. And the last guy, the guy with the pick and the las gun, he's going to get 6, which is weapon skill and ballistic skill. Come on, 4 plus, give him some ballistic skill. Yeah, ballistic skill advances for you.
Auto gun guy. Ganger.
9, that's going to be plus 1 wound or plus 1 toughness. Ooh. D6. 2 wounds. A 2 wound model in this game is kind of insane. It's really hard to kill a guy with more than 1 wound because you don't actually start rolling on the out of action table until all your wounds. First Juvie, you get 4, which is new skill. Oh, he's still getting gunfighter.
Yes,
select a table and then roll. Going for a shooting skill here. He really wants gunfighter. And he's going to get 6, which is rapid fire. If he doesn't move, he can shoot twice with a pistol or basic weapon. Rapid fire, it needs his last pistol and stub. If he doesn't move, he can shoot twice. When you get gunfighter and rapid fire, it's amazing. Juvie skill. It's going to roll snakes. New skill again. Choose a table.
Oh.
Shooting. You're shooting again? Or you're
I get to choose anybody.
No, it's only when you roll for your... that's right, choose any skill tables and random generate skill from it. That's right. You can pick any table, he's still going for shooting. Just 1d6. 3. Gunfighter! Oh, yeah. This enables him to take 2 shots in the shooting phase if he carries 2 pistols. What he wanted, which is gunfighter. So that guy can now shoot both his pistols in the shooting phase. We can go and work territories equal to the number of gangers we have that didn't go to action, not Juvies. So these 2 shotgun dudes and this melee guy cannot go work the territories, but these 4 guys can. So I have to pick 4 of my territories. I'm going to pick the best ones, obviously. So everything except for old ruins. And they're going to go work them. So my Spore Cave is worth 2d6 times 10. He's going to get 50 from that one. And then my Gilder Contact is worth d6 times 10. So that's going to be another 20 for 70, and my Gambling Gun is worth 2d6 times 10 as well. 70 plus 70 is 140, and then 30 for my settlement. So I'm going to find 170 credits this turn. 11 models, 170 income is going to net me after I feed them all 65 credits. Yeah, gangers did you have left at the end of the game that were out of action?
2.
2. So you can choose 2 of your places to go and work. I assume the Gilder Contact's an automatic.
And,
I guess a slag, because that's the next best one. Okay. Gilder Contacts is going to be 40, so 55 total. Your Giant Killer bonus will give you an extra 10, and that's going to be a total of 65. So how many gangers do you have?
10.
10 will put you at 15 credits. One of the territories I worked was a settlement. I might get just a random recruit that wanders into my gang if I roll a 6. Nope. So there you have it, Necromunda. Crazy things can happen, people can get killed, and generally speaking, there's a lot of complicated rules to remember. But it's a lot of fun. We had a blast going back in time to like our teenage years and basically playing a game that we hadn't played in probably 10 or 15 years. I'd played the newer edition, I hadn't played the original edition probably in like 10 or 15 years.
Yeah, I played the new edition again. It's a lot different. This is much more chunky, but way more fun and jokeable.
As long as you're okay with looking stuff up every now and again and having a lot of like random counters on the table, because it is a cardboard era game. When games came with tons and tons of cardboard, it's okay. We had a blast. You'll probably see more Necromunda in the future. I think our warbands will probably be back. There is a captured leader that needs to get rescued at some point that we'll have to deal with. So thanks again for watching Throwback Thursdays. I hope you enjoyed this Necromunda episode, and until next time, happy board gaming.